Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today's video is basically going to be a really interesting way that you can track your funds in a regular planner. So if you've ever wanted to keep a budget in a regular planner, this is going to be the video for you. I use the regular daily pages for my daily spending. I use the monthly pages for my category tracking and just a couple of note pages as well. So I hope you enjoy this video and subscribe and like it if you enjoy it. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to show you today how I'm going to track my finances or my budgeting through this Passionate Penny Pincher home planner that I showed you guys on my channel just this last week, a flip through of, and I have actually started using December of 2021 as my, let's just call it like my practice round, because usually I pick a new planner before December of the end of the year, and I use that last month of the new planner, if I've received it, to kind of try it out, I should say. So that's what I've been doing with this, and to help anybody out there that's wanting to start budgeting in 2021, I want to show you how I'm using this planner for our family's budgeting and how it's going to work, as well as just how I've kind of, I don't want to say changed up some things, but kind of created some systems in here for me and my family that have been working even in other planners throughout this last year of 2020. And if you find this something that you could do, probably even in a notebook or your current planner that you love, but you just haven't been able to figure out how to do your budgeting in it, this might give you some ideas. Now, I do use other planners for other things, but this is my home management planner where I keep track of and kind of attain to the lists that it has for managing my home, like decluttering, organizing, some menu planning, as well as cleaning, like daily cleaning, monthly cleaning, quarterly, seasonal stuff like that. And I thought, you know what, it would be awesome to have a budget and home management together. And I found that this system has been really working for this month, is when I started it, December of 2020. So I'm going to show you what I do and the process that I do to basically keep my budget under control on paper. So basically, each day we spend money, I am going to write it on the day that we spend money. So for example, today I'm filming this on Wednesday, although this is not the 15th, because again, this is 2021, so hopefully that doesn't throw you off. But today I'm filming it on Wednesday the 16th. And I have not bought anything today, but if I did, I would write down what I bought in this section here. I know that I did buy something on Monday that I have not written down yet. So given that I'm putting it under the date, that means that I'm not needing to write down the day that I made the purchase. I'm actually going to write it down under that date, and that's how I know what day I made the purchase. This is kind of like a check registry if you think about it, but not just one of those little books that you get with checks anymore. I found that those were kind of tiny, which was nice to keep in my wallet, but what would happen is I'd run out of room and then I'd need more, and I couldn't go to the bank and get any. I had to start actually paying for them. So essentially I'm saving some money doing it this way. So on Monday I spent money at Michael's. It was, I think it was $56.42. And what I usually do, and I love about this process as well, is it gives you enough room. So unless you're making multiple purchases in a day, typically I don't make that many purchases in a day, but unless you are, you shouldn't run out of room. If you do run out of room, what you could do is either add stickies or make it just go on to the next day, and you can white out the dates. If you might be asking, well, how am I going to keep track of the things that I do? Again, this isn't my family planner. I don't put my to-do lists other than my cleaning and decluttering and organizing type of things in here. I have put some of my to-do list items over here, or what I have going on that day, if you want to just have one planner. I shouldn't say just one planner, because one planner is enough. But this is how I'm keeping track for this. And then this gives me enough room for my to-do lists, or I like to use stickies. You can use sticky to-do lists as well, because to-do lists, you can just move them, which I love that about stickies, and they fit perfectly in here, the smaller ones anyways. But I also you could write down what's going on for the month here as well, so if you're wondering about that. And then what I do here is I write down what kind of just a general idea of what I bought, because what I'm going to do is put this amount in my category tracker. So what did I get? I think I got some planner stuff and Christmas. So sometimes when you do one purchase and it belongs under two categories, you will have to figure out how much you spent in each one. For the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it under my planner stuff, because I'm trying to think what I did get for Christmas. I think it was just small little things, but they were essentially planner things. So I'm going to keep it under planner, which ends up being my fun money. So if you're curious, that is part of my fun money. And then at the end of the day, what I will do is I will add up the balance for the day. What I do next, and this is immediately after I do this, if I have not done this, I should say the first thing I would do was I would go over to my category tracker, which I have made in the calendar portion, and I would track it under my fun. So here I've set up for January my category tracker. And you may be thinking, what the heck is she doing? This is her monthly spread. Well, I found that I don't need my monthly spread for my home management planner and financial planner. I don't have any reason to use this unless I was trying to keep track of something, that things that are going on in the month, and I use a completely separate planner for that. If this is something that you would be interested in doing, but you want your family plan, or you want your monthly calendar, then you would maybe want to do this on a separate page and tape it on the inside, or just have it kind of a separate thing where you can maybe tape like on the inside here, or use your notes page. I found throughout all of 2020 that I love having boxes on one sheet of paper to track all of my category spending. So what I would do is I would come over here and I would write the date that I spent that fun money. What date was that? So the 12th. And I would write, I always round it up, and I would write $57. I don't have to write the place that I spent it at, because I can always go back to that date and see where I spent it and what I spent it on. So that is how I track every piece of spending that we do. Going back to that page, now that I have put it under my category tracker, what I like to do is I like to check it off over here, because that tells me when I go and do my monthly budgeting that I did put it in my category tracker. If I did not put it in my category tracker, it should not be checked off here. When I go into my bank account and I see that this money has come out of my bank, I will put a check mark next to it on this side. So that identifies to me that it has come out of my account, and I have basically seen that that money has been taken care of and come out of the account. One more thing that I want to show you guys is by the end of the month, what I will be doing is going through each purchase, making sure that I've accounted for it in our tracker. So for example, my mom's birthday dinner should be under family fun. I have not put a check mark there yet. So what I need to do is see whether I've put it under family fun and put a check mark there So what I would do is write the date that we did that. I know it was the 13th. Write the amount. So I would round that up to $71. Whoops, I'm doing it in the wrong spot. That's my fun. Family fun. So then at the end of the month, what I do is I add all this up. I make sure that it matches what we've spent in the month. Now I can check that off, by the way. And I make sure all of our purchases have been taken out of our bank account, and if anything's not taken out, I kind of just look into it and see what's going on. December's a busy spending month, so I gotta keep on this basically almost daily, for sure weekly. So then I go through all of this, make sure it matches. I then go check my tracker, which I haven't rolled anything over yet to January because I'm still in December. But after December, I will figure out all the numbers. I will see how much we had rolled over, whether it was a positive or negative amount. We will do our monthly deposit and figure out if we should be putting the same amounts that we have been to each category or not. Last month we did not put money to haircuts because I've been giving the kids haircuts, home decor because that's not something that we really need to focus on putting our money to right now. But that is what we would do, and then we would total the rollover with the monthly deposit here, and then the rest of the month this part will be done at the end of the month, showing how much we have spent, or actually maybe there was a refund for something and we ended up, we hardly ever add to it, but usually you spend throughout the month, and then the ending balance goes there. So this is a nice handy page. That is something else that I go ahead and do throughout the month and throughout the year. When I see these bills have come out, I check it off or put the actual amount there. So that will do it for my financial and budgeting process. I make sure that on a monthly basis, my husband and I talk about the categories, we talk about what we're saving for, we go into the accounts and we move money over that needs to be moved over. So I hope you guys enjoyed kind of seeing how I'm going to use this planner as my budgeter, as well as the process that I use. All right, you guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.